All right, so we're back. No, we have not came up with the name. We're working on that, but we wanted to get this first. So obviously, y'all know me, Javier, Luna, whatever y'all want to call me. We have
I'm Angel. I'm right here, CEO of Fresco.products. Also here with Javi, as you guys know him. Taking those dope pictures and videos. You guys know how.
So we got a special guest for y'all. We're all gonna be chopping it up with my boy Albert. So with further ado, my boy, may you please step in, my boy.
Yes, sir. You guys for having me, bro.
That was a beautiful clap. All I was gonna say. That was a beautiful clap.
Had to come through, with the Fresco gear. Stay Fresco.
Appreciate
My boy,
Finally here.
All right.
Yeah, where do we start this off? What do y'all want to know? Actually, there's a couple stuff. So first of all, Albert.
Yes, sir.
I'm back.
No, you're good.
Anyways, we want to know, Albert. We just want to know a little bit about you first. So, as far as you, how'd you come up with boxing, bro? How'd you actually start? What made you want to start?
My dad, bro, he's the one who started it all. My dad, just kind of keep us entertained, kind of understood that if we didn't have something outside of school down the line, where, especially as kids, 3 brothers growing up, we had to keep ourselves busy because if not, in the neighborhood we lived in too, it wasn't the prettiest. It was so the first things first was he got Danny into soccer, just kind of sports, trying out different sports, and then from there down the line we ended up coming to boxing, and then we ended up liking boxing. Well, me and Danny, Georgia didn't really like it like that, but it stuck to us, and then that's just how it started,
That's where it kind of took off?
Yeah, well, more because Danny, how Danny's temper, it was always more so my dad tried soccer and stuff like that, and then it didn't work out for him, so then my dad was like, now we're putting you in the wrong sport. Put him into boxing, and then it just stuck from there.
But even then, sometimes, I don't know if you guys remember playing indoor, he'd do some...
Danny surprised. Yeah, he was surprised. Every time we got into the freaking arena and we started playing, I'd just see him and I'm just like, well, this was played before. There's no way. Dude, he would just go in and just, man. I'm like, oh yeah, he's played. I'm not going against this.
I felt like what he had was kind of just natural, good at every
He was an
sport.
athlete.
Yeah,
he was like an all-around athlete. It's crazy because once you're an athlete, some of the other sports just seem so simple to you. It seems so easy. You comprehend so quickly, especially with everything. Sure. But so tell me this, my boy. I mean, I know coming up, it was probably a struggle, like you said. You didn't live in the prettiest neighborhood. What kept you motivated? What made you want to keep pursuing as far as boxing? Did you ever want to quit? Did you ever?
I'm not gonna lie. At first, probably the first year or two, I liked it a lot. Then after I started getting, to a point where I just wanted normal childhood type stuff. So I did want stuff. That's why I trained from when I was 7 to 11. And then once my parents divorced, my mom had asked, because I was staying with my mom, she was like, do you still want to box? Or I'm done with boxing. So from 11 till when I went pro, there was just this time in between when I was 16, I ran into my dad at some fights. And he took me with him to go train in Las Vegas with Danny's old coach, Coach Rich.
Okay.
With the twins, yeah. So I went out there. We're just supposed to go for the month. It was on summer vacation. I wasn't doing nothing, whatever. So my dad was telling me he has a good way of convincing me you're not doing nothing in summer break. Let's just go train and have a good time. So we could spend some time together. And this is when I was 16. So all right, then I'm down. I went out there, and then there was a tournament that was gonna happen a month later. So my dad's like, hey, we're gonna enroll you into that tournament just so we can get everybody scared. They can see your name and be like, oh, he's gonna fight. And so all right then, and then down the line, he enrolled me, but he was like, but we're not gonna fight. We're just to see, But then 2 weeks before we started dropping the weight, and everything, he's like, hey, I think we are gonna fight, So I'm like, damn. And then I ended up fighting, and I won the tournament. It was a national tournament. It was Junior Golden Gloves in Mesquite.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah, from just that month of training, from me not doing nothing at that time. From 11 till that time, I didn't train or nothing. So I would kick with a lot of friends and stuff like that. So down the line, I started doing.
So that little month that you had, that was the first time coming back to training.
So training, from that. So I wasn't just bumming it at home neither. I was playing soccer. I was always.
So in a way,
active.
you were still active, but you were trying to do more the childhood.
Exactly. Instead of boxing.
Okay.
So if I ever went to the gym, I went to an LA Fitness or anything, but it was never about boxing. It was like trying to lift weights or playing basketball and LA Fitness, you know, just different, you know. I kind of stood away from boxing for all that, you know. And then
after so long, you just
I was like, I'm done with it, you know. I don't even watch no boxing fights, no nothing. And then I want to go to that tournament, and then we won, and then it felt super good, bro. I'm not gonna lie, cause like the sacrifice that month that I did, like even going to that even going to Las Vegas, like my dad, as soon as he heard that I was down to go to Vegas with him, he didn't know, like he didn't have no money, we didn't have nothing, but we just went to Vegas winging it all the way over there. Sometimes we didn't know where we were gonna eat, we didn't even know where we were gonna stay, we didn't even know how we were gonna get to the gym because we didn't even have a car. We went to Las Vegas in a bus, so it was just like, but in a way, bro, it was just, it taught me so much, like damn, like sometimes you sacrifice and you give like, and it's worth it at the end, you know.
Like the sacrifices you make will all come back to you, like,
and it doesn't matter if you don't have nothing, it doesn't matter, as long as you have a will, there's a way. Then that's what my dad has taught me. Like my dad never had, like, he's not a person that has money, like, but he's a person that when he wants, like, when there's a will, there's a will.
He's gonna make it happen.
So he took me out there, and every day we didn't have no money, but every day I ate the 3 meals a day, good meals. Every day I trained, every day I went to the gym. And every day was a battle, because every day we didn't know how we were going to eat. Every day we didn't know how we were going to get to the gym. But my dad was like, we're going to get there one way or another, and we would, like, some way. So leading up to that fight, even going to the fight, and then we didn't have nowhere to stay in the hotel, nothing. The first night I slept in the lobby, like, we didn't have nowhere to stay, like, and to be able to win that tournament, like, it was just like, damn, like.
It was like.
I've won that tournament before when I was smaller. But it was just way different that day.
Oh yeah, because imagine all those years taking it off, and all of a sudden within a month, and to be able to win that,
like bro, literally,
that's crazy.
And then like the week before, like 2 weeks before, we started staying in the gym, sleeping in the gym, because we were staying at my cousin's house, but it was like 30 minutes away from the gym. Oh, shit, so it was always a hassle to get there. And I thank God, Coach Trish was always lenient with us. Like sometimes we go late, sometimes, and he stayed there with us. You know, like he'll always welcome us with open arms. And
that's cool.
So then, like the last 2 weeks, he let us sleep at the gym. So we literally sleep at the gym. I'd wake up, I'd train, whatever it was. They didn't have a shower, so my dad would fill up a bucket of water, and then we'll just, we had our shampoo and stuff like that, so I would just, like, with the bucket of water, he was just pouring. And it was cool, because it was in summer in Las Vegas, so it's hot out there, bro. So I would train, and then he would just be, so I'd be like, damn, like, it felt bomb, you know, like, I was like, damn, she felt better than a regular shower, you know.
That water hits you like,
it felt so good, bro. And then, and then we went to the tournament, we won, and then that's kind of like what opened up, like, I love that feeling, like, I didn't, like, the sacrifice was tough, but I loved, like, the accomplishment, you know, like, when I won, like, it felt like everything was worth it, bro, like, man, like, it was just a feeling that I didn't have in so long, that I was like a sense of accomplishment, you know, like, and then, but then I came back home, and then I kicked it with all my friends, and went back, you know, to doing all this BS and stuff like that. And then what really, like, opened my eyes like that I really was when I would watch Danny fight, when I would go to his fights, and I'd see, like, him fighting and all the, like, family coming together. And I remember I'd be so excited going to Vegas, like, I'm about to watch Danny fight. Like, that's what made me too, like, being like, man, like,
this is what I want.
Yeah, I want. Exactly. You know.
I feel you. So, in spite of that way, I know you said, like, you got inspired, like, to go watch Danny and all that stuff. Obviously, he made his debut. He went 3-0, correct?
Yeah, 3-0.
You went 3-0. How did you feel? Like, I'm sorry, this is more of a personal question.
That's good, bro.
You can ignore this question. After everything that happened, because, you know, I know you and your family. I love your family. You guys are humble. You guys are amazingly humble. Like, I've never met another family like you guys. Like, no matter what, like, you guys make it big, but you guys stay with the people you are. Like, you never change on anybody. Like, in the ring, you're one person, but outside the ring, you remained humble. You guys remain always the same. So it's awesome to be with you guys. Despite everything that happened, did that ever affect your mentality of boxing again, or did that actually make you want to keep going to, I guess, in a way, like, to build your legacy, but also to continue the legacy that he left?
I feel like that's what gave me that extra courage, that extra push, like the why. Like, I feel like I've always loved, like, and especially, like I said, like, watching Danny fight, and then having that little tournament, like that little, like I always knew that but I never had the courage to go out and chase it myself, like and the discipline as well. I didn't have like I could train for a week, but then after I'd be like, I'm gonna go do this. Like, I'd rather go do something else instead of be, because it's a long process.
It is, I can.
Like down the line, bro, I've been training 3 years sober, thank God, and I'm still not to where I want to be. I still watch my fights and I see I make a lot of, but it's an everyday,
it's you gotta perfect your craft. There's no perfect form you can get.
So in those times, like I'll train like a week, and I'll be like, and what is a week? Like I'm 3 years in, and I still make some match like a week, and then I'd be like, nah, like I kind of just give up on myself. And then when that happened with Danny, like I was just kind of like so lost, bro. And boxing is what gave me a sense of peace, of like it's weird, but cause that's something that me and him always shared, like a bond within boxing. But even when we'd be at the gym, when we'd get out the gym, we'd be boxing, we'd be watching fights, we'd be like always sparring at the house, always like that was our playtime, like other kids they'll go outside and play. Me and Danny would play by putting on the gloves together.
So did boxing, well obviously after everything that happened, so you coming to boxing in a way for you, was it like I don't know how to explain it, but that was your guys' bond. That was your therapy.
It was like my form of therapy. Like
I'm gonna assume you hitting the gloves and everything made his presence be
exactly,
right?
Like I felt like I wasn't alone. Like he was there with me and happy. At the end of the day, I could be doing something bad, and I know he would be with me. But at the same time, I know that he wasn't proud of what I was doing. Like I know Danny, and Danny used to always talk to me, and a lot of times me and him got into it because I do stuff. And he'd end up telling my mom, or he'd tell my dad, and I get mad because I'd be like, bro, you're a snitch, like how la. But not realizing that he was he was really looking out for I feel like there's a gap between you having fun and then you just kind of just
fucking
being reckless, exactly. And I feel like I got to that point where I was just being reckless for even my brother, and I wouldn't listen to him, I wouldn't listen to nobody. So at that point, that's when they started realizing, and it's crazy, I don't know, you guys know Eggy, right? Eggy was even telling me that, Danny would call him, and they'd all get together to pray for me and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's crazy, because to me, I thought I always had everything under control, whatever it was. I never thought I was reckless. Now looking back at it, I'm like, damn, I was a fool, And I just, and it kind of breaks my heart to know that what kind of person I was to my brother when he was looking out for me. Me and him would get into it, because I'd tell him, bro, you're, supposed to be my brother, and you're over here snitching on me, and to me, the way I was here, well, you do this, you do that, and I don't snitch on you. But it was two different things, because Danny would just he could say, you just go have his fun. I was just being reckless, bro, trying to prove a name for myself in the city.
You were trying to make something of yourself.
Exactly. In the city, just kind of just being reckless, and I get into it with Danny a lot, bro, and so he'd always talk to me, and he never wanted that's one thing. He always wanted me to be okay. He always wanted to take care of our family. At the same time, he understood we wanted to have fun, but he taught me to a certain extent and stuff like that. So
to keep your limit, basically.
So when that happened to Danny, I knew even when I was trying to go do whatever I was trying to go do, I knew he was with me, but I knew he wouldn't be proud of what I was doing. He was so when I hit the gym, I got that different sense of he's with me, but happy, just proud of chills, just a good, and that's what kind of I love that feeling. I felt man, he's with me, but he's okay, and that's what gave me that sense of as long as I'm okay, he's okay. As long as our family's okay, he will be okay, But if we're not okay, I feel he wasn't gonna be okay. He wasn't gonna be resting, So and when I would do bad, I'd get that sense he wasn't okay. But when I'm in the gym, that's what gives me so much peace. I get to go home. I get to be with my I could say, because I have you seen his ashes right there with me. I get to go home happy, not happy because but happy knowing that he's with me.
That the bond you guys created with this sport, now it's still in a way with you. He's still with you. He's still pushing you forward because it's sense,
So I feel that's where it's just a big part. Thank you, bro. Yeah, that's just a big part on where it's just back then I didn't have that motivation, that courage, that discipline, and now it's it's bigger than just what I want, And then not only that, but it's we said my form of therapy, so sometimes I don't know, maybe I haven't reached that stage yet or that level yet, because there's levels to everything, and I'm barely starting, so I haven't reached that level. But I see where they a lot of fighters that talk about mental health issues and stuff like that, and my respects to them. But at the end of the day, I feel whenever I'm having mental health issues, boxing is my form
it's
of
your
like
therapy. It's your escape.
for sure.
For sure, your escape.
Like when I'm in the gym, I come home and like my girl can tell you, like I get home and I'm happy. I'm like, all right, so I trained, I got that out the way, whatever it is. I got the whole day and I'm happy. I feel good. Yeah, but give me a week of not training, and I'm just kind of like,
you're bummed out. You're like in a way, like your depression.
Yeah, exactly. Where I'm like, what am I doing with myself? Like I don't.
Why am I just laying here?
Yeah, like I can't. Yeah, exactly.
Shit? Like why?
So boxing is like a great form, like, and it's
a way to release yourself.
Yeah, basically. Bro, and it's amazing because it's like this is my career. So, I mean, of course, just like everything, it has and I feel like, but with boxing, I love everything about boxing. Like the only thing that if I could change, I would change is just losing weight.
Losing weight.
That's the only part that I'm like, man, like that last week, yeah, bro, I hate it. I'm just like, like I just hate it. But it's the same thing though. You go through it, and when you win, it makes that victory just feel a lot better because it's like everything that I went through and we got the outcome we wanted. Like thank God.
Yeah, that's true. You got another number on your record. That's good.
So quick question, and it's a two-parter. So for all the guys out there that want to start boxing as well or are just starting, what would you tell them like as a tip to try to stay disciplined? Because you said discipline a lot, and I'm assuming plays a really big part in the sport.
Yeah, I think discipline plays a lot in just anything in general in life and anything that you do. If one thing is motivation, everybody get motivation, but motivation is an emotion. It'll be there, and then give it a couple hours, maybe a couple days, and then it's gone. Discipline is something you want to build because discipline, even when you don't want to do it,
it's there. You still got to do it.
And yeah, exactly. So whether you're going to school, whether you're doing a 9 to 5, whether you're starting your own business, whatever it is, you're gonna have days where you're gonna wake up and you don't want to do it. You don't want to. But discipline is the key to success, because at the end of the day, whether you want to do it or not, you're disciplined enough to know I gotta do it. And whatever you start, just you gotta finish it. Like that's just kind of how it is. Like that's what. And the more you practice that, the more naturally it'll kind of like come out of you. Like it'll just naturally. It's just like you build a habit. Same way. You wake up,
comes to your routine.
It's like I have a routine where I wake up and I use the restroom. Boom, that's the first thing I do, and it's a routine. Now it's a habit that I build that whatever without even thinking about it. I just wake up and I'm just going straight to the restroom. It's just a habit that you build that even when you don't want to do it, you're disciplined enough to know like. Down the line, down the line, you don't want to do it, but you catch yourself where you're like, I don't want to do it, but you're already getting ready. Yeah. Like a lot of times you'll fight with yourself, like I don't want to go. But down the line, once you start building that discipline, it's like you don't want to do it, but you're already getting ready to go do it. Why? Because it doesn't matter if you want to do it or not. It just you have to.
Yeah.
There's no.
It's funny that you bring that up because honestly, it's the same way as for me. Because I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still trying to perfect my craft. Like how we said, it's you train and train and train to try to perfect your craft. Obviously, you can never perfect it because there's always something to learn.
There's always room for improvement.
Yeah, bro. There's always room. So like, it's funny because with like photography, like for me, it was the same thing. Like I told him, and I've told you guys like. There's times when I record like with your video. We went this morning. You guys don't know. Well, now you guys know. We went this morning. We just got clips. You guys need to stay tuned for that. But we just got clips of our, doing his training and stuff, getting ready, and with that, luego, as soon as we got into court, the whole drive here, bro, I already have it edited. Like it's just something you do. It's discipline. Like it's literally how you said it's discipline. It's a routine. Like it's in your mentality. Like I don't want to sit down and wait to do this. Like no, I want to do this shit right now because I have it done. Why wait? Like let me get to this ASAP and let me get it done.
And that's one thing that I learned, bro. In this life, nothing is easy. Nothing. Being broke is not easy, and being rich is not easy. Being skinny is not easy, and being fat is not easy. There's nothing in this life that'll be easy. So at the end of the day, if you choose to go to school, it's not gonna be easy. If you choose right after high school to go to work, it's not gonna be easy. If you choose to drop out of high school, it's not gonna be. Nothing in life is easy. Nothing in life is easy. So my biggest thing is like, if you're still young and you kind of, you have a chance, opportunity to choose your own heart because everything you do is going to be hard. It don't matter what it is.
Exactly.
It's just what is something that you're willing to do. So it's like, for instance, when I found out I was going to have a baby, I had to start working. Boom, I start working. I start realizing like this is hard, but on a level where it's hard, but I hate doing it. And I know to myself, if I keep doing this down the line, I'm gonna be like one of those construction workers, whatever it is, that as I'm working, I'm gonna end up drinking. Or after work, I'm gonna drink. Why? Because because you low key, like you hate it so much to a point where it's like that's the only sense of that's like the only way of you getting a sense of like happiness, like
that's basically going back to like that's your escape.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Instead of like the gym, it's
people turn to alcohol, people turn to like other things like that. So that's why I thank God that I was able to choose boxing, because at the end of the day, boxing is not easy, but that's my escape. So as hard as it is, it don't matter how hard it is, because it's something that I love doing. It's something that I have passion for. I don't have a passion for like what I used to do was building pools. I don't have a passion for that. Not that I didn't have a passion for that, I just never knew how to do it. Like that wasn't.
It didn't suit you in a way.
Yeah, there's some people that are just kind of naturally good with construct, all of that. They just kind of and they like to build, and my respects to them. I'm not one of those people. I was never like, all my life I was always like, when I growing up, it was boxing, and then from boxing it was just like always kind of being athletic, always training, stuff like that. So my thing is boxing, like. So that's one thing that I learned, like no matter what I chose, it was gonna be hard. So it's like at the end of the day, choose your own heart and run with it, because at the end of the day it's gonna be hard. But would you rather do something that you love doing, even though it's hard, but at least you love it, instead of doing something that's hard that you hate? Exactly. That's when people become depressed.
That's when you become miserable.
Yeah, people end up
living the life you want.
Yeah, people go on pills. People go on, and then that's when not even only that, but you'll see people jumping from job to job, or you'll see people drinking so much and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, they're making money, but they're not. It's not happy. That's where it comes. Like money is not happiness. At the end of the day, we need money to live, bro. Don't get me wrong.
But that doesn't make you happy.
But that does not. Money is not something that like a lot of people I see that they'll be like, I'll do anything for money and stuff like that. But
you keep a certain limit to what it is. My bad to cut you off, Albert. We're gonna take a little break. Just for everybody out there, we'll be back. I promise you guys, we'll be back. We still got a long way to go. So.
We're just getting started.
Just getting started. Take a little break and we'll be right
back at it like some crack addicts. Hell yeah.
Back. Okay, so as we left off, so we're talking about all that stuff. No, that's true, bro. It's chaotic. ¿Qué onda?
Jorge just came through.
Speaking of the man, the legend.
The legend.
The one that got us started with everything.
Yes, sir.
Vete acá para saludar bien rápido. Pero luego ya tienes que irte.
Sí, porque luego me regaña que no sale en el video. Ahora tiene que salir en el video. No, ahora sí tiene que ser.
Porque están aquí con permiso.
Another special.
A ver, ahí.
¿Cómo anda?
Bien.
So, homeboy, ahí diles quién eres y qué es tu
por jefe, homie.
¿Y qué es tu profesión?
Cobrar.
Manager.
Peleador, porque
Cuando sea grande quiero ser igualito.
This is my pops, my trainer, my manager, all of the above.
He's the goat.
soy el que agarra el billete nomás y ya.
And he disappears on us.
It's like you'll find him around here eventually. No, but
Alright, Albert, so back to our topics.
¿Ya estaba prendido eso?
Yeah.
Sí, me dijo que le quito el dinero.
now going back to our topics, mate. So I know you talked about like obviously work. You started working. You had a little girl. How do you actually feel now that you have your family going? Like you have your little girl now. You're at what? You're 22?
21.
21. You're 21.
Yes, sir.
You have your baby girl. I heard like I know for you guys that was like a gift, especially from your brother. Like I know your mom told me like he hoped for it. So how does it feel like having your baby girl around? She's running around. She's here by the way. She's running around with the mama. She's having fun.
So I feel like God just so good, bro. God gave me everything I needed at the perfect time. Like during the times that I needed the most, God gave me like. Sometimes we go through things, and even like kind of thinking about it, you're like, I'll never be able to go through it. But at the same time, you go through things, but God's not just gonna leave you to go through it alone. He's gonna give you certain things and stuff like that to get you through it.
I was just working out.
Yeah, you're just working out?
Yeah.
Okay, babe, you gotta go over there. Okay, thank you, babe. Go tell Grandpa to go with you.
¿Quieres salir?
Go. Hey. Yeah, so I think like it's just a blessing, bro, cause like looking back to it, like anybody, you ask anybody, like, say down the line, sometimes we wish, like, we knew what the future held for us. And if somebody were to come and tell me, like, your brother's gonna pass, or your brother's gonna get killed, like, of course, and nobody's gonna be ready for something like that, nobody. But then at the end of the day, like, God, I feel like he gave me like my baby, my family, everything that I needed at the right time to get me through what I went through, like, and that's why I'm just like big on God, because I feel like without His blessing, without Him, like, I would have never been in the situation I am now. Like, I give all glory to Him, because it's like, at the end of the day, I know myself. Like, when I was running amok doing a bunch of things, I was living for myself. I was doing the things that I wanted, the things that I thought was cool, or that I wanted,
Yeah.
I feel like now I came to a point where God showed me, like, okay, you live the life that you want to live, and look at where that got you and your brother. Like, now live a life for me and show you, so I can show you what I can do for you, not only for you, but for your family, for like,
your loved ones.
Yeah, exactly. And the more I've done that, man, I've been beyond blessed, bro. That it's just crazy, bro. Like, it's unexplainable, like, especially with my baby and stuff. Like, I cherish her so much, because I feel like she came in the perfect time. Like, even till down the line, God willing, I become a world champion. I could really tell her, like, I became a world champion because of you. Because before her, I felt like my life was over. Like, I didn't like the way I seen it. Like, especially even that kind of like the worst already came. Like,
what else is there?
Yeah, like what, like, so the way I saw it, like, they killed my brother. Like, just like anybody, like, they kill. Oh, okay, time for revenge, whatever it is, She's what gave me like that extra hope, like, because I've always loved kids. I've always wanted a baby, but I always knew, like, I'm too little. I was always the littlest one out of my brothers, everything. So I'm like, if my brothers don't even have a kid, like, imagine me having a kid. Like,
that's crazy.
And but yeah, down the line, I was the first one to have a baby and stuff, and I feel like it just came at the perfect time. Kind of made me like open my eyes and stop being so selfish, and thinking of what I wanted to do, and what, like, now it's like, nah, I don't, my baby doesn't owe me nothing. I owe her everything. Because I brought, like, not that I brought her to the world, of course, my girl, like, but at the end of the day, like, it takes two, so I owe her everything. And down the line, when God willing, I become a world champion, like, I can't wait to be able to tell her, like, I'm here because of you, like,
you made me get to where I'm at.
Yeah, now. Exactly, because if it weren't for her, I wouldn't be here. Like, her and God, like, that's why I said at the end of the day, it's God, because God blessed me with her, but God knew what I needed at that time. So now that I have her, I'm just like, man, like, she keeps me grounded, she keeps me grounded from doing anything. Like, I don't care, bro. As long as I have her, like, I don't care about, like,
anything else.
Yeah,
like,
bro. Like,
for you, it's her.
I don't care about not that I don't care about myself, of course. Like.
No, yeah, but right now, your key important is your body.
It's her. She's what, like, when I fight, anything like that, it's like the way. It's like I have a friend that talked to me. He was like, you gotta see it as whenever you fight, like, this dude is trying to take food away from your baby, because at the end of the day, he beats you, he's taking your spot, and now, like, and now that he's taking that spot for you to feed your family, because that's how you feed, and that's true, bro. And I'm like, hell no. So at the end of the day,
one way or another, like, I need to do it.
I'm not trying to say but once we're in that ring, bro, it's a whole different thing, because you're trying the same way I'm trying to beat you, you're trying to beat me, and not even that, like, as real as it is, like, if they get the chance, they're gonna knock me out in front of my father. So it's vice, like, I'm not gonna let, and so I feel like she's what gives me that motivation. She grounds me to know what it is I want in life, not only for myself, but for her, what kind of surrounding I want her in as she's growing up, like, all of that stuff. I feel like, especially because she's a girl, like, I feel like if I had a son, it'd be a lot different, because I'd be a lot more like, like, I'd be more harder, Yeah, exactly, bro. Having a daughter, bro, it's just different. Like, it's just different, bro. Like, even just the way I am with my girl, I'm not saying I'm a saint. I know I have my mistakes with my girl.
And everybody does.
But at the same time, what I do understand is the way I treat my girl is the way that my daughter's gonna see a man treating a woman. So if I'm here disrespecting her mom,
she's gonna think it's right, and then she's gonna expect that expectations.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But nah, I don't want her to grow up around that, whatever. So the day she decides she wants to have whatever it is, and he tries to disrespect her, she'll be like, nah, my dad never treated my mom like this.
Yeah.
This is not normal.
I gotta go. This is not me,
exactly. But sometimes you grow up in a toxic environment. You grow up being, like, because you think that's normal.
You grow up to get into that toxic environment.
Yeah, because you think that's normal, So I'm like, nah, I don't want to, So
that's what
just I feel like all around, like I said, bro, I'm not no, like, I still struggle just like anybody else does, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it for sure.
Well, that's a good thing. Like your life is low key. Like how you said, God is putting things into your camino, if you want to put it that way. Like you're like the way I see it, it's like a puzzle, bro. Your puzzle at first started to crumble down, like after
it was just all bad.
And now like your pieces are slowly starting to be put back together, for the bigger picture.
God just crumbled it all up, and it's like, here, let's do it right. Let's do it right.
Like he's like, okay, we're gonna take off this puzzle, but we're gonna redo it in a bigger picture. So what's coming in the future is like for you to expand on everything.
Yeah, for sure, no doubt. And so at the end of the day, it's like just trusting Him, and we'll be okay. Like it doesn't matter how.
Keep that
it doesn't matter how. It doesn't matter how scary or where it may look. Like as long as we got Him, we'll be okay.
So in terms of boxing, what has been your best experience with the sport and your worst experience with the sport?
Like what do you mean? Like how?
Like in general, like say the training, the fights.
So my worst experience, and I think I can speak for like probably any boxer, and if not, then damn, I wish I could be them. Is just the weight cut, bro.
The weight cut.
Any fighter that I've talked to, of course, like no fight, like. Every fighter loves to fight, and we are, but we don't mind to. But weight, it's just different, bro. Like it sucks, bro. Like that's
sometimes I'd be seeing you guys like dry yourselves of not only the food but the water.
Yeah, especially that last week. That last week it gets critical, and I mean, I've talked to some fighters, and they have the same problem as me. So like on Thursday night, so Fridays will always be weigh-ins, Friday mornings. So by Thursday night, the box, you're supposed to be on weight, so they're on weight, and you can't eat up until weigh-ins, eat or drink nothing. So like say you get a good workout, and like how you guys play soccer, you get a good workout, boom, sweat a lot. Of course, after every workout, you're thirsty, you're hungry, whatever, but you can't eat or drink nothing after that until the next day, like around 12 p.m. to weigh-ins. So that night, I can't sleep. I can't, I'll be up all night, literally.
You want something, your body's craving something.
Yeah, your mouth is so dry, your saliva tastes nasty because it's so dry. You drink a little bit of water, and it's just like...
Basically just
it's just like a tease, bro. It's just like a tease, like damn.
So especially after that, right back to your question, I just want to see how does it feel? Because I seen your face, bro. After the weigh-ins, you ran. How is it, bro? How is it?
I feel like that's the best feeling, bro. Not the best feeling. It's a real good feeling. But
does it feel like Thanksgiving, like when you're excited just to see that whole fucking table?
Something like that, bro. Something like that, something like that. Especially when it's Thanksgiving, and then I don't know about everybody else, but like me, when I know it's Thanksgiving, I won't eat nothing up until
it's time to eat.
So that way I could be hungry. So that way I could be like, so
that way by the time you sit down, I want.
Hell yeah, a little bit of everything. Hell yeah. So something like that. But I feel like what's better is after you fight too. Once you win. After you win, it's just like hell yeah.
You get to that celebrate.
Because after winning, you eat and stuff, you're happy. But then now one battle is over. But then now you're like, okay, now
you
I still got
to fight.
Battle.
Yeah, you got the biggest
fight. So you're comfortable, but it's like you said, the job's not done yet. So you're eating, but you're not as. But when you finish fighting and you do get the job done, that's when it's like hell yeah.
You get to enjoy your big ass meal.
So like after my fights, it's funny, bro, because like everybody be drinking and stuff like that, and I just be eating, bro. And I feel like that's like my beer or my alcohol, whatever, is just eating. I'm just so happy, like hell yeah. Like, now I can eat whatever I want, because making weight. Especially that last week, you start just sipping on water, and low-key you just wish, like, man, I wish I could just chug a cold. Or you see somebody chugging a cold drink, and you're just like, damn, I can't wait. You chug a cold drink, bro, you go up like another pound or two. You're like, damn, like, was it really worth it? So leading up to that, now I'm eating and all of that. And I get to just pound stuff. I'm like, damn, everybody's cheering. I'm cheering the Gatorade, like, hell yeah, cheers, like.
I got you.
That shit's different, bro. It's a different. That's what I'm saying. That's what I love about the sacrifices. Maybe I hate cutting weight, but the same way I hate cutting weight is what makes the victory even way better, because it makes you not only appreciate the victory, it makes you appreciate food, drinks. You know, I see a lot of people.
Everything that people take advantage of.
Yeah, exactly. You
picture
as a boxer, you learn to take like, man, thank God for this. You know, like. Thank God for this food. Thank God for hamburgers. Thank God for, you know, like.
Because imagine how the other people feel that don't have it. They're just like, damn, bro.
And then that's the thing, bro. Like, there's people, that they just, they can't. They're just in a third world country where, man, they're just
in a tough spot where they can't, you know.
Yeah, bro. And it's just like, that's what makes me realize, like, bro, I'm beyond blessed, like, to be in the position I'm in. Not necessarily even just even just to chase your dream is just a blessing, bro. Because there's people that are just struggling to survive. Like,
that's
there's
true.
people battling that don't have no food, It just, man, the world is crazy. So to live in the United States, just to be born here is just a blessing, bro. Not only that, but to be healthy is another blessing. And not only that, but to train and pursue your dream is another blessing. And not only that, but to be able to be in this gym that's like, I consider one of the best gyms in the United States. And it's 15 minutes away from where I live. I'm like, I feel like God just put everything in my life just to be like, there's no way you can fail. You know, you have everything. If you fail, it's because you didn't want it.
Yeah, real shit.
That's it. That's it. You just didn't want to win because I put everything in your way.
Like, now it's you to take advantage of it.
Exactly.
So then going back to his question, what was your best experience? No, best experience of boxing.
My best experience would be my brother's fights. I think, man,
like being able to go see him in the ring.
In the locker, being in the locker room, and then like before he'd fight, Mayweather would come and talk to him, and then after, boom, I'd be like, damn, that's tight. And then not only that, but then like after, I remember he would finish fighting, he had his own apartment, so we'd go back to his apartment.
I remember that, yeah.
Just go have fun, and I'd be like, and then I just see everybody, like everybody having fun, hey,
Re-lit, celebrating.
And then so I feel like that was like man, like that was tight. I feel like those memories right there were different,
Nah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
So, technical difficulties. So, I forgot what we were talking about. I did too.
His best fight. Your best performance.
Oh yeah, my best performance. So it would have to be the fourth fight. That's the one I knocked out, right? Yeah. So, and then it was cool too, bro, because after the fight, like, I remember coming out, I seen everybody coming out to fight, and then once I finished fighting, I go back to the locker room, everything, where I get dressed, and then I go back out to the fights, and I don't see nobody. I'm like, where's everybody at, And then I run into like two of my homies, and then I was like, where's everybody at? They're like, oh, some people left, like, la la, and then I was like, oh, all right, whatever. I was like, and one of my homies was fighting, so I was like, hey, let's just watch this fight real quick. So we're watching the fight. I think he had knocked the dude out or something, so we left. And when we walk up, bro, it was crazy, because like, as soon as we walk up and we come out like out of the arena, like to like the hallway, you could say like everybody's there, bro, like,
they were surprised you.
I was like, oh shit, like it was crazy, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like that was like, damn, like, and then to see how many people went, I was like, damn, like it was tight, bro. It was just a super tight feeling, bro. Like it was a lot of people that like everybody wanted to hang out, but we didn't have nowhere to go. Like with all the people, like they were gonna sit us all, like, and everybody wanted to be together, And that night we tried to go to like we went to Dave and Buster's, and like it was kind of all bad because we took up all the tables, but like everybody was separate,
Oh, that's
Yeah, so that's when we came up with the idea. The next fight, like when we fought, we're like, Meechas is our sponsor. We're like, after everybody went to fight, we are, and exactly, and that's how it was, and it was cool, bro. Everybody had, because they saw Meecha live. That's all of that, so everybody was all, yeah. Oh yeah, that was tight, bro.
So I'm like, I have to try.
I was munching. I was like, damn.
I've been watching my stories and I was like,
shout out to Meechas. If you guys are ever in town and want to get some good seafood or some good quesadillas, even a bomb michelada. For those who don't drink, they got micheladas, but they put, instead of the beer, they put agua mineral. That's what I'm always sipping on. So you might see me post that on everything. It's alcohol. No, it's always agua mineral.
Yeah, my boy knows.
Yeah, you gotta fake it till you make it. Any publicity is good publicity, whether it's good or bad, it's still good.
Okay, so real quick, right now that we're talking about, like, you just shouted out Meechas, Meechas and Beaches, they're your sponsor. who else do you have in your crew that's part of your crew? Like who's helping you out throughout your journey? You know.
So like you guys, my boy Luna Optics, my boy Angel with the clothing brand. I have one of my I talked to you guys about how when I was working making pools, that guy, the boss, his name we call him Coco. His name is Jesus. He's another one of my sponsors. Another guy named Kadosh Massage Therapy. That fool's man. My boy Kadosh. He sponsors me as well. Macarena Smog Check as well. I don't know if it's around here. No, it's that one right there. But Macarena Smog Check, which is Robert's son, my boy Bayo, he sponsors me as well. I know I got some more. I got this JP Auto Parts out there in Whittier, I believe. They sponsor me as well. I know I got more.
I know you have. I'm sorry if I pronounce it well. I believe it's Freedom.
Yeah. My boy Sharky. Yeah, so Freedom Transportation, which is they do medical transportation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man, that dude's been taking care of me for sure. I don't know how I forgot about my boy, but yeah, shout out to Sharky. That dude be taking care of me. Who else? I know I got more, but off the top of my head, I can't. Yeah, I can't really remember too many of them. You know, I'm right now we're working with a partnership thing with my boy Guero with his Misunderstood shop, and then my boy Filthy Kicks as well. So they're gonna be added on to the next, next fight. They're gonna be added onto the trunks and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then eventually we will all get together and do a podcast with them too. We gotta include them. We'll be sure to make Albert back on there. We all gotta get on here. So for sure, stay tuned for those.
This is just the beginning. Yeah. You know, we're just starting up. We're in nothing crazy. You know, but
like I was saying, all due time, everything will fall into place. Yeah, little by little, we just gotta make it manageable.
Yeah, exactly. You know, play with the cards we were dealt with, and
we go from there. You know,
exactly.
we make our deck bigger.
Yeah.
So this is the last question for me. Where do you see yourself?
No more questions for today. Sorry, bro. We're wrapping it. Nah, just kidding.
You guys are judging
We're wrapping it up.
Where do you see yourself in your boxing career within the next 5 years?
Within the next 5 years, bro. At the end of the day, I feel of course, the next 5 years, man, I would love to be world champion. But at the end of the day, it's not in my hands, it's in God's hands, and it's just kind of what God wants for me. At the end of the day, if I have a say-so, like God says, you know, asking it will be given. I would love to be, in 5 years from now, not only just a world champion, but be able to be like an undisputed world champion. Or say, for instance, in that instance, like I can't make the weight, we'll be world champion in multiple weight divisions, you know, within 5 years, you know. So yeah, I feel like that's my, that's my goal. You know, at the end of the day, it's not in my hands, it's in God's hands. But God also says, asking it may be given to you, you know. So that's what I'll be asking for, and I just gotta stay disciplined, gotta stay, on the right track. Keep the right people around me, like you guys yourselves, and I feel like, man, the sky's the limit,
I feel you. And then, real quick, Albert, I know we're coming to an end. Real quick, I know you just recently finished your fight. I know, you talked about it. I don't want to say nothing. This is up to you. But what can we expect? Like, are we going to see you back soon? Is it going to take a little while for you to come back? What do you want to know? What do you want to tell them?
I'm not sure if I should announce it right now or on our next video with the. But yeah, we got something cooking up. Fight day coming real soon. We already got the date. We already got everything. It's on a badass undercard. It's a great experience. Shout out to Robert for getting me on this card. And it's gonna be tight, So we're gonna come out with a video we've been working on, so we can officially announce it, But it'll be tight. It'll be convenient for everybody because worst case scenario, you can't show up and make it. There's no excuse for you not to watch it because it'll be available to everybody, So.
These guys will make it worth the wait.
Yeah. And we have time, so I'm gonna be working. I'm gonna be grinding my butt off, to give you guys the best performance I can. And yeah, that's about it.
So like I said, I'm a new member of his team, so I appreciate him for putting me on his team. We are working on a video. We already got a couple clips a day. We're gonna be working on a couple pictures. We already got a couple pictures up in mind, so we're gonna be setting that up.
Couple ideas.
Get some shirts together. So if anybody needs some shirts, or anybody wants to get that going, stay tuned. We will try to get those done and represent.
I just want to put it out there, not necessarily my team, because we're all a team. It's our team. Robert, my dad, my girl, my baby, all of us. I'm not the. At the end of the day, all I do is train and fight. These guys are the ones that take care of everything in the background, my videos, without them, there's no me. Without me, we're all a team. We all need each other, and we're in this together. So at the end of the day, it's not just me, it's all of us. Thank God I got them, and man, like, all we can do is build up together, down the line.
And it's gonna go big.
Yeah.
God willing. Like we said, perfect our craft as we go. Well, improve our craft. There's no perfection, but as we improve, better things are going to be coming, better videos, better pictures of Albert. We're going to be including more behind the scenes.
Hop on this wave right now that you have a chance, because down the line,
you're going to miss it.
Yeah, and then you're going to want to sit there and be like, I've been Team Chop Chop, and it's like, nah, my boy, we know the truth,
She's like, don't
say it. We know. So right now that you have a chance, I mean, and hey, you want to sleep on us? That's cool. We're gonna stay grinding. We're gonna do what we gotta do. I feel like we're focused, we're determined, bro. And
we may be quiet.
It's cool though. It's cool. But just know we're working. We're cooking.
We're cooking in the shadows.
Like they say, stay down till you come up. Right now we're staying down. But God willing, once we go up, we're never coming back down no more. So.
Major announcement for all the Fresco family out there. We will have a major announcement in our trailer coming up the endings of November. So we will have that ready for you the endings of November with dates of drops of the shirts and also maybe a few collabs and hints here and there.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So we'll definitely let you guys know about that and stay tuned.
For now, we will end it here. Again, Albert, thank you again, for chopping it up with us.
Thank you guys for it.
Stay tuned for later on for episode 2.
Yeah.
And we also want to thank our amazing photographer Javi for making all this happen, making us look good, So hit him up definitely on his Instagram.
My girl be thinking that he be editing the pictures because she says that I be too buff in the videos and pictures. Shout out to my boy, he be getting me right, So
we gotta make Albert look good.
So if y'all trying to look good on videos or wherever it is, it's the man to go to right here, So
like I said though, again, appreciate you for having me on your team, Albert. Again, you guys are amazing. Your whole family, you, your girl, your daughter, your whole fam, humble as hell. Always been humble, so I appreciate you. Appreciate you for everything. Again, thank you for coming up here.
Thank you for having me, bro. It was nice. It was nice chopping it up with you guys.
Catch you guys on the next one.